Hi everyone, it's Lisa and welcome to Make It Monday. Today is week 10 in my series on techniques, and today I'm going to teach you how to create images and backgrounds using baby wipes. Here are the two samples I have for today. This first one, I've created a palette on baby wipes to create this colorful image. On this one, I've created a spectrum, and I'm going to show you how I did both. You're going to need a paper plate. I like these styrofoam ones the best because they have a slippery surface on them. So if you're going to do several projects using different colors, you can throw away the baby wipes and simply wipe off any residue on here and then reuse it. The next thing you're going to need are some baby wipes. It doesn't matter what brand or how big the package, as long as they're wet, they're going to work. And you're going to need re-inkers. I'm going to use Pool Party, Marina Mist, and Pacific Point. Begin by taking several sheets of baby wipes out of the package. Two work really well. I'm going to lay them flat, and then I'm going to fold them in half. Now you want to make sure that when you fold these are going to be the appropriate size for the stamp that you're going to use. So obviously a larger stamp is going to need a bigger platform. But I'm going to use a smaller image. So I'm just going to make a little square here. Next thing is I'm going to start with my re-inkers. I'm going to use the Soft Sky first because it's the lightest, and I'm going to randomly drop re-inkers on the surface. And this is going to make a mock ink pad. And you're going to notice that it's going to spread. And I'm just going to move a little bit all over just to kind of get the color in different spots. Next is the Marina Mist. And I'm going to fill in, trying not to go right over it because I don't want to muddy the colors. That's an important tip too. If you're going to do this with contrasting colors, for instance, green and yellow, know that it's going to turn blue if they touch each other. And then last is Pacific Point. Now it's important you fill in everywhere. So if you need to go back and fill in a little bit more, you can do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and then I'm going to fill in some of these white areas with a little bit more of Soft Sky. I'm going to use the Best of Butterflies, and I'm going to use this image here. For this technique, it's going to be best that you have a more solid, larger image. I'm also going to use a piece of white cardstock. So here we go. I am going to just ink this up. Can you see the stamp? And then I'm going to press it on here. Isn't that beautiful? Now, to even get something closely remote to this, you'd have to use several markers, and if you've stamped it all, you know that can be quite tedious. So that's just a really quick way to create random colors on a single stamp. The best part of this now is that you can continue to use this. I do recommend that you clean your stamp on your Stampin' Scrub before you go back into this to ink again. So you can see this was the first one, and this was the second one. A little bit lighter, but here's the great part about this. Once you have this created, you can make multiple images using the exact same mock ink pad that we've created on the baby wipes. Here I've stamped 5 more, and you can tell that they still look beautiful. This was the original one. They do tend to get a little bit lighter with use, but I like the variation in color. So that is how I created the original card using the flower. These colors on here are Pink Pirouette, Primrose Petals, and Wisteria Wonder. Remember I told you the great thing about the paper plates is that any residue that's left on here, take a clean baby wipe and just wipe this off, making sure that there's no leftover color from the last one, and we can reuse the plate. I'm going to use this time the Happy Days stamp set, and I'm going to focus on this round image here. The 3 color inks I've chosen this time are Pumpkin Pie, Tangerine Tango, and Cajun Craze. Now, unlike what I did the first time when I randomly dropped the ink all over, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my color in a spectrum. So I'm actually going to create a pattern with the re-inkers. So using the Pumpkin Pie, which is the lightest, I'm going to put a drop in the middle and just create a small circle. I'm going to use the Tangerine next. And I am going to go around the outside of that one. You're going to see how the colors are bleeding together. And then last is the Cajun. Okay, so that's what we have. Now I'm looking at this going, geez, Lisa, did you make it wide enough? Well, we'll try. You get the idea. I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to stamp it on my paper. So you see the lightest tone is in the center, then our medium tone, and then where our dark tone has blended in. Very different than this one, where the color is very, very random. So here you can create more of a purposed blend of colors. That's it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed the video on baby wipes and that you'll subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos on techniques. Thanks for watching and see you next week for Make It Monday.